Hey y'all. The Beatles' Rain. There's a million versions of it on YouTube, and I think I've even posted on it more than once with two different ways of playing it, different tunings and stuff. But today I heard it on the radio in the car, and it was like the eureka moment of the light bulb going on. The thing that's always bothered me about playing it in G, which is what everybody does, and I haven't looked, but I'll bet there aren't many people playing it the way I'm going to play it now. But the problem with playing it in G is during the outro, you hear very clearly, at least I've always heard it, a low D note on the guitar. And that's not possible when you're in standard tuning and playing it with G, because the low E is at E, right? So that's always bothered me. But here's what I think they did. I'm going to play it like this. Tune everything down a full step so A now sounds like G. So you play with A, D, and E shapes, and it's going to sound like G, C, and D. And that allows you to do the, during the outro, when it gets to where John does his backward vocals, when you hear that low. So it's... hit that low D note and it works. Plus during the verses you get, I mean that works, and that's what it sounds like to me. So maybe the first and last YouTube video of Rain that's played with with A shapes, with everything tuned down full step. Now you can't just go on YouTube and pull up Beatle videos anymore, because most of them are blocked now. But you can find groups like this one. I'll give them full credit. The Virtual Beatles playing Rain. I don't know who the guys are individually. They're probably listed in there somewhere, but I haven't found it who they are. But the guitar player here, he is playing it the traditional way that you'd normally play it with G. But I'm going to play it with my A shapes over the top of their version of it. They actually do a great version of it. But I think this is the way it's done. So we'll mess around with this and see what happens. like that. And incidentally, I just got to the end of that video. It's John 2626 on guitar, MG 4150 on drums, Frenchy Touch on vocals and bass and rhythm guitar. So give those guys full credit. They're actually, for a virtual band, they're pretty good. But I think that's how it was done in the studio, and no idea who was playing the arpeggiated guitar part. But I suspect John was just doing strumming on those chords. But you can hear, obviously, that the whole thing was slowed down. So it makes sense that they played it in A, in regular standard pitch, not tuned down like this, but played it in A in standard pitch. Then when they slowed the track down, it lowered the pitch of the guitar down to, well, and everything else, to be down in G, to sound down in G. But actually, I'll bet someone's done it. If you speed up Rain to the way it was recorded, it probably would sound in the key of A instead of sounding in the key of G when it's slowed down. So I should have actually looked for that, because I'll bet on YouTube somebody's already sped it up and posted a video of that. But anyway, that, I believe, for me, solves the mystery of Rain. Standard tuning, but everything down, so not standard pitch. So then play it with A shapes. Again, this is the way you'd play it to play it live. In the studio, they would have played it with G. They would have played it with A, and then it would have sounded G because it was slowed down. But instead of slowing it down, just tune it down, and you get the same thing. So I hope that makes sense logically. But for me, this is going to close the book on Rain. Played with A shapes. Good luck.